And here we go again. Firstly and foremost, let me apologise for my voice at the moment. I've managed to pick up a cold from somewhere, and it's making me sound just a little bit croaky and nasally, so I do apologise. And I would just add, you can't catch this through videos, thank heavens, or else I could set the world off anyway. Way back in March, we all had the pleasure of watching the New Horizons space probe to Pluto, and I was pleasantly surprised by the number of people who commented on the various videos that we showed at the club, and also the various things that we did at the club in connection with the New Horizons spaceship. And again, I would thank Michael Buckley for allowing us to copy and emulate some of their videos that they put out. However, that is the permissions for that are still ongoing, and the NASA website allows you to download the videos from their site if that's the way you want to go with it. Anyway, what's caught my attention is that some time ago I happened to stumble across a little program from Microsoft, which I think, given the interest shown on the New Horizons space probe, might be of interest to some people. So I'm going to do a quick search now for the Worldwide Telescope, and hopefully this is the page you'd like to go to, and we can download this download WWT 5.1 Gold. Right, this is a free program, so there's no expense involved at all. It is a big program, I think, because it does seem to take a while on my computer certainly to run. Anyway, by clicking the download, we can save the file, and that will give us another file on our computer which is very similar to this. I think I might have changed the title on this, but it doesn't really matter, because once you click on that it will install, and it's quite a reasonably quick install, although there's a lot of information in this program. So I'm going to click on the Worldwide Telescope icon there on my desktop. There it is. I'll just bring it out a bit, and you'll see that does take a moment just to run through and for it to load up into the computer. In fact, there we go. It does take a moment to do. Mr. Microsoft, if you're listening, you could maybe put something in that program to let us know that it is actually loading, because it is a bit worrying sometimes when it doesn't quite pop straight away. I do have background sounds recording. They're very loud at the moment, so I'll have to see if I can quieten them down during editing. Anyway, there's a basic plan of the skies above us. The red lines that you can see on this screen are the various constellations that are around our solar system, or you can see from our solar system, it would be fairer to say. What have we here on this this line? If you look at this central core in the screen here, we have all our solar system. We have all the planets from Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. And if you want an easy way to remember those planets, just remember my very easy method just speeds up naming planets. My very easy method just speeds up naming planets, and that is the initial letters from all these: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. And the various moons are down there as well, which I don't know all the moons. I'm not going to pretend that I do. But if we look at the page in front of us here, we can see these various orbits, and the one that stands out probably the most is this very wobbly one at the end here, this one here, and that is the one we've been talking about recently. That's Pluto's orbit around our universe. It takes over 200 years to do one circuit of the sun, so one of their years is 200. We will never see it do a complete orbit of the sun. It's that vast, 3.4 billion miles or something around that area. Anyway, there's our sun. If I click on the icons on the bottom panel here, I can click on one and look, it's going to start zooming wonderfully fast and very smooth. That takes us right to this nice little blob in the middle, and there we go, that's our sun. Yeah, it's not an orange, it's not a tangerine, it's the sun. Get a round of bread, hold it up to that, and you'll have toast in a matter of millennium. So there it is, that's the sun. We can see that where it lies in our solar system, right in the middle. What a surprise. We can do the same with all the planets, and I'm not going to get too complicated in this. I'm just going to show you the basics of this program. There's the sun gone past, and this should start to zoom in onto Mercury. Oh, here we go, there's Mr. Mercury, closest planet to the sun. Then Venus, next one, named after the Roman god, I believe, of love, which is coming up shortly. It's very, very intricate, this program. It's great. Here we go, Venus. And most of these pictures, I believe, and I will stand corrected, most of the pictures that we're seeing and we're observing here are space shots taken from the various space probes that we've sent out to the various planets. So that is a very good likeness of Venus. Next one we've probably seen somewhere before. Yeah, we maybe get fed up of seeing it. But here's Earth, and look, that's where we are there. Just a little bit of home. There we go. How good is the zoom on this? Pretty good. We can zoom in. Oh look, it's actually in real time. I forgot to mention that. When we're looking at places, if we go a bit closer, you can see. We can actually see this. Whoa, look, there we go. I want to come back up this way, I think. Yeah. Right, so what I'm going to do is go to the view menu, and that will bring up the observing time. I can pause that, get back to the coast, and I'm looking for that little blue blob there, because if I zoom in even further, as you can see, in this little building here, there's a load of people. Plug it, all meeting for this demonstration. Isn't that wonderful? You can tell it's a plug it meeting going on because of the cars in the car park. No, I'm kidding, that's not really true, but that's the Bacchus Hotel where we have our meetings. And also there's the Spa building, which we're all familiar with, especially the big long lorry that does reverse through the eye of the needle, so to speak. But they're good quality, down to the other end of the village. And there's the church. You may have a look on the internet for that church and find it on fire a few years back. All repaired now, all sorted out. This is the quality of our technology nowadays, and this is taken from I believe Google Maps, but I'm not 100% sure. But we can zoom right in. The little blue blob, just incidentally, that I was looking for is actually a paddling pool. It's a good identifier for if you want to zoom in on the east coast of England. There we go. So we'll zoom back out again. We're going to go right the way out to space. We're actually going to go to Pluto now. There's the UK and Ireland. A very interesting shot of the Earth at night time with all the lights on in the various places. That's fun to see. Now if I click on Pluto, there it is. I believe, I'm not 100% sure, I'd say 99%, but I think these are the most recent pictures of Pluto, taken from several million miles out nonetheless, but it still looks very, very Pluto-like. That's the way it sort of appeared in some of the New Horizons probe pictures. It's well worth going to nasa.gov to see what's going on with the New Horizons probes. that's going to come to the end of what I'm going to show you at the moment, because there is so much in this program. If you do download it and you think, I don't understand any of this, because that's the way I felt about it initially, if you go on to guided tours here and click, you can do all sorts of wonderful things, including we'll have a look at what can we have. Look at black holes. If we click on black holes, the first black hole. Now this is quite lucky, because straight away it's taken me into this picture of the first black hole, which we can zoom in on, by the way, all the way close in. And we've also got commentary on some of this stuff. Not all of it, we'll admit, but if you click on something and it's not in your database, then it will automatically download free of charge from the website, and it can be absolutely stunning, some of these pictures. I'll finish that there because I don't want to go too into it, but there is a whole list there, as you can see, of all the various black holes that have been discovered. I'll go up a level again, take me back to the planets. There we go, and there's our planet somewhere. Oh, lost them as well. Well, look at the Earth. There we are, back to the Earth in the middle. And that's pretty much where we kicked off. A fascinating program. I don't think the specifications for it are that high. I know you need a video card or a graphics card of reasonable specifications. You need a reasonable amount of memory, but I don't think it's too bad. Let me just have a quick look in the settings. Restore default support. No, I can't see it there. But anyway, it's, as I said to you in the start off, it is free, and it's fun to have a look around as well. If somebody says, "Oh, did you see the Orion Nebula?" and what have you, and you think, "Well, I've seen that somewhere. I'll go and have a quick look on the computer and find out exactly where it is." I can't find it now. How typical. Never mind. There's lots of information there, and if you have any interest at all in space or astronomy of some sort, then this is a program you've got to have a look at. May not like it, and if you don't like it, I apologize, but it's got a lot in there that you might just enjoy. That's it for this little demonstration. If people are interested in this and want to know more about it, I am prepared to dig and delve to find out what else we can do with it. One thing there is a telescope. We can link up our telescope that we have. We've all got radio telescopes in our back garden that we can link up to this. I wish, but no, there's lots and lots. It's a very powerful tool, very powerful instrument, and I hope you do download it, and I hope you do enjoy using it. That's it for now. I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration, even with my croaky voice, and that you'll support me on YouTube by subscribing to Howard L. Hall. It's been a couple of months since I put anything up, so I do apologise for that. There we go. Thank you very much for listening, and goodbye for now.